Chief, why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. I'm talking about the Amico again. I thought I would do a stream, and I don't want people to come on this stream. That's not what I do all the time. I'm very open to opposing opinions. So much, though, when I don't want people to come on, I will invite them. Am I coping or doing damage control for yesterday's stream? Did I absolutely lose? Do I need to take an L? I'll cover all that. And what is happening with this Amico talk? All right. You see the title here, Movie Madness Reactions. Do I need to know everything before I go live to talk about a subject? No. Was I wrong in yesterday's video? Did I take a massive steaming pile of L? I don't think so. I could have done better. I had other topics I was working on. Do I need to apologize to the Geek Getaway, Tony? No. No, I don't. Why didn't I watch this whole video? Because I was going to react to it live. And people that watch my channel frequently know this is what I do. I don't need to research a subject completely before I go live because I like to engage with my viewers and talk as we go. So if you believe me or not, I don't care. Why am I there with popcorn? Because I like the Amico. Amico rocks forever. I'm looking forward to it. But also, I don't follow it as much as the irrelevant Amico channels do. Why do I keep saying that? Because your identity is completely wrapped around it, and no one pays attention to you unless you're, like, rambling about the Amico, rambling gamer, or sitting in a hammock saying Amico sucks or whatever. That's such easy thing to do is hate on stuff. So, do I like to go after small channels? No. But I will comment on it casually. Everyone wants to see proof all the time. Like, I've experienced this firsthand for myself. I do, when someone says that they are not a troll, and then they say, give me the specifics. I don't know where you've done all your trolling. I've witnessed it firsthand. I go to a new Amico video, and there you are. Or I comment on the Amico video trying to just say, hey, nice video. I'm looking forward to the Amico, or I'd like to talk to you. And someone replies to me instead of replies to the person on that made the video. So, and Darth Scipio, I will get to your comment too. What did I need to apologize for? What exact claim? I don't think I need to apologize. I'm leaving the content up. Everyone thinks I had a massive fail, but that's not what I was planning to do for the video anyway. Hey, Nick, if you want to pop on, I'd like a friend to pop on. I don't necessarily want to have a big debate and argument every time I want to talk about the Amico either. But they asked for proof, so I did a little more research. It didn't take much time. I did a little bit more research of the trolling and irrelevancy, and it's easy to do. I just wasn't prepared to give all that long list or the whole history of bullshit that surrounds this. Am I upset by what happened yesterday? No. Things happen. You stream, you move on. I cover multiple subjects. I'll cover a lot of stuff. I do cover madness on the internet. I would love to catch up No, you don't have to be on camera, Nick. That's what's great about this series. I just miss you, man. That's all. I just want to talk to Nick. Really. That's why I invited Rab on the other day, and that, you know, I didn't need help debating. Well, maybe some people might say I needed help debating Tony, but no, I invited Rab because he's my friend, because I met him in real life. Let me see. Geeks with Cash is a good friend. I'm going to invite him on. And then Darth Scipio, I will show you what the Amico is so you know. All right, here you go. All right. That's honestly what it is. I like to do my reactions and my talk and investigating live. This is what I mean, people might not understand this about me, is that I like to just talk to people instead of like doing all this planning or researching before. I just like to talk to my audience and go as we go. I was going to react to Tony's video. That's why it was in the description. Relic, you can come on too, man. Sure. Invite Relic on here. These guys are my friends. Met them in real life. Can't wait to play the Amico again with them. I'll shoot one to Relic too. All right, Relic. All right. But people, this is why it's frustrating too. Like what happened last night. I was gonna react to Tony's video. I will admit sometimes he makes good content. And sometimes I get more info from him than I do directly from the source. You know. Let me get here. Hey, Nick.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm great. I had an Amico stream yesterday that went to all hell. You probably understand how that's possible.
Yeah, that happens anytime you mention the console. It's just sort of a natural course for the console, it seems like, for some reason.
If the people that do not necessarily are fans of my channel and like to critique that Amico thinks I took an L, I will say I took an L on that. But that was not my intention of the stream, was to have a debate. You've known me for a while, Nick. You know I like to react live, and how I give the freshest reaction is I don't watch everything ahead of time, right? So I can react with the audience and discuss it there. So the main goal of the video yesterday was to react to some Amico critics, one critical of me, and react to the Geek Getaway of this, the Amico name and the Prism controversy, and then get some clarification from Tommy. My plan was not to bring him on the stream, but of course, people in the chat and some of my great friends like, bring him on. And then that puts me in an awkward position because I didn't watch his video ahead of time. It's weird to watch the video of him when he's on the stream, and you can never do more research than, and am I throwing shade at them saying they're irrelevant Amico haters, Amico clowns, that have no relevancy outside of, going the easy route and like rambling about nothing, saying Amico sucks, or talking in a hammock and talking about the Amico stinks. And this is what floods the YouTube algorithm and search with content. And that's why, we don't want to battle every time we want to give our opinions without a battle every time or a debate every time. So I am open to having
faster at making content than most of us
right, because it's so easy to say Amico stinks, put that in the title, and then just talk about nothing.
Yeah, it gets a lot of views, and it gets their channel to have some growth and stuff like that. So, it works.
I don't like the very thing that I cannot stand with big YouTubers, and I'm not a big YouTuber. So, I almost have 5K. Big deal. That's nothing. That's nothing in YouTube numbers. But I don't like to.
Hey, it's bigger than me.
The reason I'm saying that is like punching down on small creators is dangerous and not something I want to build my channel around. But then they always like whenever you say something that you've heard, whenever you do a debate and then you say something you've experienced firsthand, but you don't know exactly where it's at or something, and then the person you're saying, I think you've done this, and then they're like, specifically show me where it's at. I don't remember. I've just overall, anytime I go to a new Amico video or a new person making Amico content and I say, hey, what's up? You're going to get replies to your comment more likely than you'll get it from the person creating the video saying, what are you doing here? This person needs to know the truth and stuff. And it's very uncomfortable to even like engage with new people in on the conversation. I've experienced this. I don't know, Nick, have you experienced this too? Just trying to talk to people about the Miko.
Honestly, it's gotten to the point where it's so muddled now that it's almost better not to bring it up in a conversation at all.
Well, I'm not going to be afraid
people
to
have
talk
formed
about
so many polarizing opinions on it based off like no knowledge whatsoever because of all the drama. Then, and a lot of it's just because of the drama. It doesn't have anything to do with the console. It just has to do with the drama around it.
When I say this and I give it, I don't know. I don't care as much as you know to know exactly, very specifically where you. And I listen. Tony did a good job on the stream, probably better than I did. Because he knows a lot more and he follows a lot more. And the title of this video in the thumbnail is, I do not think he's unbiased. He believes he is. I don't see it. I'm sorry. And I'm not hating on him.
I agree with you. I don't think he's really unbiased, but then it's kind of hard to stay unbiased on this topic, to be quite frank.
See,
you're either going to be for it or you're going to be kind of against it. The people that are unbiased aren't even making content on it, quite frankly. They're just waiting.
Yeah. I firsthand see. Well, he's like, well, those aren't me though. I'm not one of the trolls. But then he goes, and I've seen him in every troll video because I watch them for the comedic factor. Some of them, not all of them.
I can't bring myself to watch them, man.
I do, and then I see him there.
I know people enjoy it. I can't.
Well, maybe he does engage in and encourage the trolling. So, I mean, that's his right. But then you say, I feel you this way about you. And then he's like, I'm not. Prove it. Tell me where. I'm like, I don't. I guess it's subjective and a matter of opinion. I just feel it. I feel he is being disingenuous. And this is not a trash Tony stream either, because Nick doesn't want to do that either. I'm just saying, whenever they say prove it, it's impossible to go through every single video that they've done and prove every single point. But
there's just way too many. There's way too much content on a lot of these channels to go through all of it. I mean, you could, but it would take you like several days,
right,
weeks to go through this content.
There's some of my viewers that don't know the Amico want to know what I'm talking about, so I will share with you my favorite video on the Amico just to give you an idea. It's a fun console, retro reimagined with also edutainment, family, board games, all that kind of stuff. It's just something fun. The controller is very easy to pick up. If you like a lot of old school games, it's the place to go. If you like a lot of co-op games, yes, there's systems that do co-op, but not where you're curated towards that experience. So a lot of my viewers that don't know, I'm going to play it here. And it's not a long video. This is the one with Cyrus, I think, and Brett.
Is this one Brett's?
No, this is from Official Television.
Oh, okay. This looks like this was from Texas. Is this the? Yeah, this is the one in Texas, right? Yeah.
Frisco, Texas.
And I can't wait to see the Boomers video. They don't have it out yet.
We're here showing the general public.
Dude, that one, the joke wrote itself on that one. I'm sorry. I mean,
I love it.
I'm sure it was a great time, but the jokes write themselves.
Would you love to hang out at Boomers? I would.
I've never seen Boomers. I need to look up more pictures of it. I know it's in the California area. That's all I know.
Good friend Tommy Tallarico came by to show off the brand new Intellivision Amico console. So far, a huge success.
And I will reply to mean comments too on the previous video.
Really cool. I've never played on a machine like it before.
See?
I thought it was really fun and something that
a young kid saying they had fun. I don't think they're being forced to say anything. A kid's just going to tell you.
Definitely a lot better than I expected. A lot better graphics, very smooth. Doesn't take very long to get into it.
That's how and we've tried it, Nick, so we can attest that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fun, easy.
It's easy to pick up and play. The controller actually feels a lot better than it looks like it should feel. It looks like it would feel kind of awkward. but it's not in any respect. I mean, getting used to the disc is a little interesting.
I gotta invite Rab too if he can. It's not gonna be chaotic like yesterday, Rab. I'm not inviting any.
When do I need to apologize? I think I need to apologize constantly. I think. I don't know. Anytime I open my mouth, maybe, Rab? I don't know.
Well, the reason I made the video yesterday, I'm not gonna stop making Amico content. If I want to, I'm going to. I'm not gonna be afraid.
I haven't had a whole lot of drive to make it because there's not really been a whole lot of new material. I mean, there's been a lot of negative press. There was some today that I'm not gonna like speak the name of the site that did anything on it. I mean,
oh
if you
really?
go looking, you'll find. Oh yeah. I'll tell you off because I don't want to direct like say Tommy or anybody else's attention to it. If you know what I mean. Because Tommy's got enough on his plate right now, just trying to bring the thing out. He doesn't need that. If he finds it, that's fine. That's him finding it, but I don't want to be the one who tells him. You know what I mean?
This is that system that you don't have to worry about what your children are saying. But if you want to participate too, you can have fun at 99 or you could have fun at 9 months. Like, it's going to be a great experience.
And I can get people having an issue with what she's talking about here. Like, you know, a lot of people have put up saying, hey, well, you having these commandments where you don't want any like violence or this, that, and the other on there. I mean, the console's intended for families with young kids, kids starting to get into gaming. They're games that they can easily pick up, that they can easily play. And from that standpoint, this is a good entry console for them and a good console for the family to feel safe playing anything that's on it. And that's really what it's designed around, for those of you guys that aren't really aware of it.
I would definitely have it so that way I could play with my cousins that live here in Texas.
Hey, you want to play a game for 10 minutes? And you can play for 10 minutes, you can play for 10 hours, and you're going to have just as much fun.
I recommend it.
No, little mover, this is not Soldier Boy's console.
I know it's going to be a phenomenal family console. Even
well, that thing's been making the rounds too.
Can't wait to get that system so we can all sit down and have some fun with it, you know? It's like something.
The flagship game would probably be something more along the lines, I'd say.
Rhea!
Astro Smash is a good mention. Hey, Rhea, how's it going?
Oh no, I think OEB Pete just said.
We're always looking for something at Christmas.
It definitely beats the Xbox a lot.
Well, I grew up playing games.
Yeah,
and that for me.
That's fair, Pete. That's fair, Pete.
Absolutely, let people
yeah, and that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I saw that one this morning and I read it. And I'm like,
I'll have to research it for
whatever.
Well, not now. I'll do it for a different video because I want to react to it at another time.
I'll be getting mine as soon as the doors open.
Yeah, we're fine, Ray. I've recovered from my massive L yesterday that everyone thinks I made.
Intellivision has been promising, and now that I've played it, that seems to be the case. So yeah.
Yeah, Nick is great.
Really, really fun.
I'm what? I humble bumble? What?
Okay, so that I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Is a lot of fun. Okay, so that's because a lot of my viewers that aren't into the Amico or like, you're covering Amico. What? Because I have some new viewers that don't know what it's about. So I hope that helps. Now, just so you know, I don't intend to make drama here. I'm just going to show one example of why I don't feel that there's unbiased criticism coming from here. I am going to show, because they asked for proof. Where is it? Where is it? I'm like, I don't know at this moment in time. Because Amico will rock forever when it comes to... I did that for you, Nintendo Rocks Forever. Yes. I did that for... I knew you would show up. I did that for you.
Hi, Nintendo Rocks.
Now,
how you doing today?
If it comes out, I think it will rock forever, even if it doesn't last forever, because it's cool. Because I was in a little bit on the behind the scenes. I didn't really contribute to anything, but I know about it. Pete says Amico will be fine. It will fill a niche and it will stand on some merits. I truly hope it stands high and proud. That is all. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it has something to prove. And me personally, people don't really like. Some people don't like Tommy Tallarico, but personally knowing him, when he's got unfinished business, he's got unfinished business. You all, thank you, Ryan. You owe us an apology. No. Well, again, I have to say this because I cover madness on the internet. That's what my channel does. People say, "Why do you get into so much trouble, Max?" It's because I cover fandom madness and see if there's any merit, or see if they're shilling to a false narrative, or see if there's any validity to this madness. There is a lot of madness about the Amico, and I don't like to dunk on little channels. So
There's a lot of madness on YouTube, period.
Right.
Especially the last couple weeks.
So,
oh my God.
I am not going to play his content, but there you throw a stone, you'll find another small channel, and I'm saying irrelevant because their identity is wrapped around Amico sucks, I'll talk in a hammock. Amico sucks, I will ramble on for a few minutes. Amico sucks, Amico's gonna fail, and it's just spam in the YouTube algorithm for Amico. And this is why I'm not going to lie to people either. I'm not going to be scared to talk about controversial subjects as to the reason you're not seeing a lot of positive content, Amico, because it's wrapped around this bullshit, because it's the easiest thing to get views when you have a small channel. Okay, so please do not direct anything about, but I will say it's fair for me to criticize him because he commented on the video yesterday saying, yeah, you really took an L from Tony. Okay, whatever. Dazed Gaming. I'm not gonna mock him or anything.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
But
I've seen one or two of his videos.
I mean, this is why when they say, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Well, I don't want to dunk on you, but look, life isn't fair. I would actually be interested to see that video of what he has to say. 28 views. Take a look. 20 views. 2020 is dumb. 20 views. Kitty Conga. What the hell is that? That seems like a fun, weird YouTube video.
I'm okay with a conga line of kitties.
Okay.
It would be awesome.
All right, but here, I mean, this is the proof you need. I'm not gonna go into every channel because I don't want that drama. I'm just saying. Then the Intellivision Amico story is really bizarre. 374 views. Okay, does he have a point to it, or is he just going for low hanging fruit based on internet bad, something new to hate on? And this is not isolated to Amico either. So then what happens? I'm in a hammock saying Amico's bad in every single video. And he criticized me, so I think I could criticize him. But please don't send anything his way. And you know what? I'll subscribe. I don't care. I mean, this is the other thing. People are like, why can't you give specific examples? I'm happy for it. I want it to succeed. But ultimately, I don't care to know every single detail, is to try to spin it towards the narrative of the Miko's going to fail. There's been mistakes. We all can admit that, right? We can admit there's mistakes.
I mean, I've always tried to present my content with a little bit on both sides, right? Because at the end of the day, it's the consumer's money. They're allowed to spend their money however they want to spend their mony. It's my job as a content creator to show you my side of things and my viewpoint of it, and give you what I feel like are some of the fair criticisms, right?
Well, this is why I love Rhea, because she puts me in check. This is what I ask my viewers. I love criticism. Put me in check all the time. So here she's trying to give Hammock Man a fair shake. Hammock Man isn't an algo writer. He does this for fun. He has no desire to monetize. He's just sharing his opinion on information that others have shared. Please take into consideration, Rhea, that if you're on the internet, you want attention. And no matter, and I was anti-show, anti-grift years ago, and I've left that group of YouTubers because it became so toxic, and they went very personal on the people making money on the internet. I think there's nuance and there's a limit to how much you should take from your audience. I still agree with that. I have done super chats and memberships now, but I think when you really examine it, Rhea, there's social media disease, okay? And people want attention. He did not get attention with his cat on a bed video or the other videos, and now this is all he does. So saying he is just being authentic, I guess that's your opinion. I personally think it's done for reasons. My personal opinion, and I am not here to hate on the dude. More power to your game, but to say it's not, it's not creepy, and that's not why I'm telling you the truth as to the situation here. And me personally, I'm not going to steer away from not doing Amico vids. I hope for more positive Amico vids down the line. That article that's come out doesn't really get me excited, but I may do a video on that too, and I want to examine it. And I cannot wait to play this thing again. I can't wait to see a video of OEB Pete unboxing the Amico. Can you imagine? He will throw it in the air like Rocky on the steps. Finally, I have the Amico. Can you imagine that video?
I just hope he doesn't drop it and it actually breaks. It would be like hugely disappointing.
No, I'm waiting to see his whole collection of Amicos because I think he's going to have he has quite a few pre-orders.
Yeah, I think he ordered a few. And Pete's saying he only talks about what he's excited about. His channel's nothing more, nothing less.
I
they changed the format to all cooking all the time.
Okay, so Xena says, I watched the Hammock Guy. He's all right. Okay, all right, fine. I'm just providing the proof. Everyone's like the other video. Where's your proof? I do also have. I was sent this info about that towards the. It's okay. So right at the bottom, towards the Amico, toward Tom, no. Toward Amico, yes. So admitting that there's a bias because Retro Bro says at least you admit you're not unbiased, and then he says yes. And as far as I know, I was told this is my guest from yesterday, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because this is the thing: you're like, this is what happens when you give criticism to the people that say they're being unbiased with their critique, and then they go down, they live this day by day, every single notification on the internet, they go and check it out. You are not going to have every single detail or every interview they've done. It's impossible, and I don't care that much. I still want to talk to my viewers about it, but that's what people asked for yesterday. There's a small sample. Do I want to do more research on the trolling and the ridiculousness? Absolutely not. I want to move on to the next subject. You know, I don't want to battle every time I go live. I go live and I invite as many voices and opposing opinions as I can on my channel. I invite people on. I send them the link even when I don't want to talk to them. And it's not just to have a debate every time, you know. Yes, Amica, and I'm looking forward to that, Pete. Yes. Rhea says, I am a paying pre-order customer. These videos don't impact my buying decisions. I just enjoy learning more topic about from everyone who has something to say about it. Okay, fair enough, Rhea. And I honestly, Rhea is the reason I have been doing more Amico vids too. She's been asking for it, and I take memberships. Like, I know a lot of people here that do memberships on the channel. I know Pete, he takes it very seriously. He donates to charity. When I have a member like Rhea, that's the first one to ask for memberships on my channel, I said, you help steer my content. I like talking about the Amico. If I can make some type of content on it, I will try. That doesn't mean I've researched every single angle or have every single shred of proof or anything. If I can get an answer, I will go to Tommy if I can. I tend to believe him that if the Prism name is not an issue, he wouldn't be saying to me with such confidence, it's a non-issue. It's these other companies that are trying to fight it out, and they want us to sign something recognizing them. I tend to believe him. Could I be wrong in believing Tommy Tallarico? I guess so. If I'm wrong with something about in the future, I'll apologize. I always give people the benefit of the doubt there, though. If I really don't think he'd be so cavalier and saying this is no problem, we're fine. And that's why I believe him, and that's why I didn't do all this nitpicking research to try to find a way to catch him. You know, I just like, okay, and then if it happens, I'll be sad if the Amico name.
I don't think it's going to change. That's been brought up multiple times before,
right?
And
So
that's been straightened out.
Why would I try to do more research to prove him a liar or stuff? Or if he says it's between these two other companies, we're going to be fine. He's selling merch on the Intellivision store, and then just because he did a new thing for the Prism name a few days ago, you always go the next step to protect all the names for your property just in case, or if you want to use it for an accessory, or if it's part of the system, if it's an integral part of the system that you haven't done a video on yet, because we know there's lights and flashes and stuff. I think that's where I can invite you on. Yeah, Pete. I would love to have Pete on for sure. I would love to have Pete on. Let me see. It has been a while. I do actually want to have Pete too for the fandom awards. And I know Nick is like, what?
Yeah,
what the heck
you're
is
doing
that?
like a check-in on that on like Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday? Yeah, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'd love to have Pete on for sure. I miss all the Amico content. I like it's if nothing happens ever, I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be
I think the system's gonna come out. I think it'll come out whenever
they're
it
busy
comes
doing
out.
something.
It's been delayed. I mean, that's just fact.
Oh, the
we all kind of
Atari
saw
creep.
that coming.
Yes, I love the Atari creep. I want to have the Atari creep back on too. I'll send
What's up,
him a
Atari
link
Creep? Good to see you, man.
just in case. Atari creep.
I mean, I haven't done a lot of content with it because there's just not been a ton of news. I mean, I can retread ground.
Well, I will.
It's already been retread, but there's not a whole new for me to say about it.
My audience knows I will cover
right?
the negative article too, and I'll give my honest reactions. I'm gonna save that for another one though, because I just want to reconnect with people. Really, to be fair with you guys, I want to reconnect. Zeno says the name of the system is an uninteresting topic, but yes, everyone's running with it, and
I didn't even know they were running with it. I mean, I didn't even know that was still up for debate.
and in
I thought
my
that was settled
opinion,
and done.
again, not to bring this man's name up again, Tony, but I see him and Pat the NES Punk and Radical Rick saying this thing, even though he says his video was more fair, but it's more like, have you heard about the Intellivision name and stuff? So it's like spreading the news. I'm not going to go to each comment section just to prove what I'm saying is right. That's what I've experienced. I'm not going to go do all that. I mean, I
feel like that's just people regurgitating old topics, trying to get
right. Well, I mean, that's what
because
everyone's
there's more
talking
mainstream media coverage on this thing now,
well,
right?
it's like towards the narrative that Tommy's so unprepared that he didn't lock down the name, or that's an issue. It's like, oh, yeah, I will. Oh, no, Max, soon, buddy. Okay, all right.
Yes, 2600, 5200, 7800 is kind of dumb, and honestly, I was doing some research on an Atari video today, and the VCS that just got released was the original name of the original 2600.
Oh, okay.
5200.
Yeah, so I completely understand that, Pete. I totally get that. I want to cover it. I don't care if people criticize me, but it's stressful. It's stressful. It's a never-ending. Everyone wants to battle to prove a point, right? I get that, Pete. Yeah, I will talk about Evercade or something, or movies. Atari creep. But Reyes says here, I'll still keep my pre-order if they change the name. It doesn't matter to me personally, but this information is out there for the audience who does think it is important. Yeah, lots of people think it's important. I actually really do want it to keep the name, and I really do think it's a non-issue. Even after my massive L yesterday, I'll keep saying that if people want me to admit it. I've taken lots of L's on the internet. I don't care. I like to talk to people in real time instead of doing all this. I constantly, people call me the boomer of movie talk because I do things on the fly and I just talk to people. I have no interest in doing all this like weird things and searching out constant stuff just to I mean, doing research is good, sure, but I'm a reactor. I react to stuff. Okay.
I'll be honest. I can't keep up with the movie stuff that you guys do half the time. You guys will bring up like some nugget in here, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was said. What do you do? Go on Twitter for like 8 hours a day finding this stuff? Like, what the heck?
Phil TMT says the system will come out regardless of the backlash. I really hope so. Let me see. Atari 2600, 1500, 7800. It's a freaking stupid name. Who cares? Okay. Rab says it was an issue. I'll take in good faith their statement, newsworthy report, but maybe irresponsible to present it as a serious jeopardy. Yes, that's why I like Rab. That's a great comment. I really don't think Tommy's going to tell me it's not big. It's this is taken care of if he wasn't confident in it, and I guess he could be wrong too. Yes, but who cares?
I don't think it's any jeopardy. I mean, if people want to discuss it and they think it is, that's their right to discuss it. That's fine.
Well, I thought
I don't think it's really worth a heavy discussion at this point, because if it was going to be a problem, I think Tommy probably would have said something.
Well, I like to address criticism, so I thought I would do research on a live stream, and then it became a debate, which I wasn't prepared for.
Fair, okay.
But that's because someone was in the chat that honestly I was talking about him, so he wanted to come on the stream, and my viewers said let him on the stream, which is fair. So I'm like, okay, but I wasn't. I mean, if you say I'm making excuses, I'm just telling you the truth. I wanted to talk about a quick topic. That's about it. Okay, so yeah. Oh, excellent point, Zeno. Because they ran out of stuff to complain about, right? And that's comment of the stream, Zeno. Yes, there's less things to complain about, including Pat in the end saying, you know what, it works. We have someone that went there. It's still who's it for. That's changing the goalpost, changing the narrative, right? Excellent comment, Zeno. And Zeno still says I lost that debate yesterday too, so he's being unbiased. He critiques the hell out of me all the time, right? Ran out of stuff to complain about. Let's complain about the name, and they're going to lose the name.
Well, I think asking the question of who is this console for is still a valid discussion, right?
Right.
Like I know that I'm interested in it. I saw plenty of people that were interested in it. But continuing to have that discussion and that debate of who do you think this is for, that's a completely valid discussion. Now, I don't know how many times you can have that before that kind of plays out on your individual channels, right? But if a new channel comes up and they want to have that conversation, that's fine. Right? I mean, that's simply just a valid conversation to have.
Here's Rhea pushing back at me, which Rhea, I want you to do this to me. I love criticism. I think respecting people's right to report, and I do respect people's right to report, discuss info that may not matter to yourself is my takeaway from this. But labeling it as trolling is unfair if you don't know the context of what they said. Oh, my overall experience personally, in my subjective opinion, is that they are trolling because the amount of stuff. And even though I had the man on yesterday and he said I'm not, he doesn't think he is. I've seen the contrary. Am I going to go find every specific thing? No, because I don't care that much. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion on the what's happening here with Amico content. I'm not going to go find everything. It's what my opinion is of what I've seen. I've seen comment sections like crazy. It's everywhere. I've seen people say, I'm not a hater like this, but they go encourage the craziest of haters in the comment section. They're in every comment section. And going and thumbsing down the video, okay, that's what YouTube has set it up for. But every single video, when they make a video and you see that they've highlighted thumbs down, my opinion, my subjective opinion, if you go to every single video on a specific topic and thumbs down everything that's not going towards your narrative, I can subjectively consider that trolling. But the man said is for his own words, it's not. Take it for what it's will. My opinion it is. He says it's not. And I respect your opinion, Rhea. You think I've been unfair? I give strong opinions. That's why I played the intro. Strong opinions on what's going on here. I consider it trolling for that level. But you know what? More power to him. He has done some good reporting. I'm not going to lie there. I find some things out from that channel. But I think that's as much as I want to go into that channel, because I don't want a redo of yesterday. And he could criticize me in his own video. I don't necessarily have to have him on every time either. Every time I criticize people.
Well, and Rand, to answer your question from another direction here too, is a lot of these people that are being brought up that we're not naming names of have attacked individual people in here. That is straight up trolling. And these are people that haven't gone after them, haven't made anything on them, haven't had negative interactions with them, haven't said anything to them. And they're still attacking.
If my opinion is someone's trolling, I'm not going to go find out every single, because I don't care that much. I've seen it on videos. When I want to enjoy Amico content, someone else is making it that I don't know their opinion yet. I see them in there already saying, have you heard this? Or I honestly think you know that to talk about a bigger YouTuber, what's the ones that do the they really like count frames and stuff, that big channel.
Oh, God. Dang it. I'm drawing a blank. I know they were talking to. They got the British guy that does all the frame counts and stuff. That's actually a pretty solid channel overall. I feel like they got some stuff wrong on the Amico itself.
When they reacted to the Amico and they said people were asking us to cover it, or Amico fans were Digital Foundry, right? When they covered
that's it.
My opinion, again, I don't have proof and I don't care to find out the proof. They said Amico fans wanted us to cover this, or Amico fans. I think people were being bad actors, pretending they were Amico fans to get them to dunk on the Amico.
That's possible, but it's also possible that some of the stuff that they reported, some of the people that are like pro Amico took exception to and said something about it, and they
I don't think that was my personal opinion. I don't think that was organic, and I think that the people that love to talk about this consistently, their whole identity revolves around it, could not wait for Digital Foundry to count frames and stuff.
Well, honestly, I was surprised Digital Foundry looked at this product to begin with.
But then they said that the Amico fans are crazy. People I know that are consistently commenting on it, I don't think they would go after. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it was to get the attention of Digital Foundry.
Maybe it might have been. I honestly, I didn't think Digital Foundry would cover it, and I didn't really think Digital Foundry needed to cover the Amico.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because it's not pushing boundaries. Digital Foundry always seems to cover new consoles that come out. They're kind of pushing specs, right? They're all about hardware specs, improved specs, pushing things forward in the tech industry, right? This is not doing any of that. Right. So why would they cover it?
It's always going to be negative for them to cover it because it's totally the opposite of what their channel does.
Right. That's why I'm like, why would they even bother to cover it? I was surprised that they did anything on it at all.
Well, they're like Amico fans. I remember watching the video, and I'm not going to go to the specific video because I don't care to do all that. I'm just saying when I remember watching that video, like Amico fans wanted us to cover this, and we were surprised by what we found. I don't think Amico fans were begging Digital Foundry. I think that was the trolls because they knew it was going to be because they knew it was going to be an event. Am I going to go do all the research on that? No, I give you strong opinions. I don't care that much. Nintendo rocks forever. And I said I would respond to mean comments. So I'll do that at the end, and then we'll end on a positive note and see what Nick's doing, what he's doing with his content. So I appreciate you coming on, Nick.
I'm always happy to come on and hang out, man. And check out. I don't hang out with you on stream enough because some of the stuff you're doing, I honestly don't know enough about the topic to honestly even say much. So I would just be a face there sitting there going, okay, this is neat, and trying to soak in enough to have an opinion.
RJ, he started another video game podcast on Thursdays. So
who's that?
RJ.
RJ? I haven't heard much from. I know RJ's getting close to like 1K. That's cool.
Yeah. So Nintendo rocks forever. I agree. Nintendo does rock forever. We're not Nintendo haters. We all have Nintendo.
I want the Switch. Matter of fact, I need to go out and buy Cruise and Blast today. I want to pick that up.
Nintendo rocks forever. I like you giving me hell. I like it when people criticize me. That's why I was doing the video yesterday. I was like, let's see if he has a point about my content. Digital Foundry, Underhaven, Hi Max, Hey Anna, Zeno. But when you're talking about specific situation, context matters. The reputation is about. Yeah, I agree. Context matters.
That's fair, Zeno.
But if you try to bring out the whole history of everything that's happened, it's going to be a headache and a battle every single video. I don't care to do all that, and I still want to cover the Amico. So whatever. I don't do my research. Caught in 4K. I want to react live. I want to talk about it live. If I know everything there is about a subject, why am I going to do my personal opinion? It makes it more fun to just go live and talk about stuff and figure it out along the way. Sometimes you viewers, you great commenters, give me info that I don't know about. I'd rather do that instead of talk. I go live instead of talking to people. Like when I have free time, I would much rather go live, even if I don't have all the info, than just talk in DMs or Discord and all that. That's how I handle my channel. I would rather talk about it live and figure it out as I go. Is that
I'm a research guy? I'm the exact opposite. I'm totally a research guy.
I am like, okay, let's just talk about it. I don't need all the info. Let's talk about it live. Let's figure it out.
I like to at least have a rough idea of what I'm talking about before I talk about it. Otherwise, I spend a lot of time listening to various different opinions and not having any idea of what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me to form an unbiased opinion on something if I don't at least have a rough idea of what I'm looking at, right?
Yes, right. Digital Foundry covered the E3 video. Then he got messages from the Amico community, and I say finger quotes. I think that, listen, we know what people do on the internet. They pretend to be one thing when they're not. So what's the funniest thing you could do if you don't like the Amico? Is get Digital Foundry to dunk on it and pretend disingenuously to be an Amico fan. Do I have proof of that? No. I just think it happened. I'm not going to go research it. But my opinion. That's it. I don't care enough to go figure it out. I think, in my opinion, that people I know in the Amico community are not going to give Digital Foundry hell. They honestly, I didn't want Digital Foundry because I knew what the results were going to be, because that's the exact this product is the exact opposite that's going to get flying A's and high marks from Digital Foundry.
Oh, I didn't expect them to like it at all.
Right.
I actually honestly, and they brought up some valid criticisms.
I would never ask for Digital Foundry to review it, because it's just not what the Amico's about. Was laden with negative comments. Do you think those were all organic negative comments, or was it Amico trolling? I'm not going to say what they call it on the internet, because they say the G word, ops, but that's what they call it on the internet when someone pretends to be something like that to get big YouTube, get big social media personalities to react. There's even people that pop in live streams and pretend they're other YouTubers to get you to react. So I think it was shenanigans. I'm not doing research on it, though. So if you think I'm lame for making an accusation without research, I can't prove it. I'm not saying it's a fact. It's just my opinion.
Hey, RJ.
Yes. Little Murphy, as a Muslim woman, I agree. People constantly make up who they are on the internet. Yes. And just because they're not monetized doesn't mean they don't want attention, to go back to that. RJ here. Yeah, I'm going to have movie talk later tonight. But I think
most people who make a YouTube channel want the channel to grow. I mean, they want to make content. And when you spend a lot of time making content, you want somebody to watch it, right? I mean, if you're going to spend hours, weeks, months, sometimes in the case of some creators, and you put it out there and nobody watches it, there's nothing more disheartening than that. I'd rather somebody watch it and tell me I'm wrong than to not watch it at all.
I love comments that really give me hell, honestly, as long as they don't go too personal. But I want to go over the comments on the video. It's very interesting that none of them are here, because I haven't blocked any of them. Okay. So let's
I've blocked all sorts of people just because I don't want the negativity, and I don't want them attacking people on other videos that are just trying to interact with my other content.
Someone say RJ, and RJ shows up.
I know. RJ's everywhere. He's like, my RJ sense is tingling.
No, listen, Rhea, I appreciate that. And if you want to have Tony back on again, she is my producer on my channel, Nick. So she has a definite say on what happens on my channel. I will. If I have him on again, I think he is an intelligent person, and I think he knows a lot more than I would care to know, even though I'm a fan of the Amico. So if I have him on again, I'd probably want to be a little more prepared than my normal live streams. Yes,
I would recommend that, because Tony, I feel like does do his homework, and I'm going to go on record as saying this, and this is probably going to get some more hate coming back on my channel. That's fine, whatever. I feel like he uses a lot of that knowledge to give his audience and any other audience he can a very specific narrative, rather than just reporting things that come up.
No, it's what's interesting is I called them irrelevant yesterday, and they were all here, and because it's so wrapped up in
night, mostly. I love Xeno. I don't hang with Xeno enough anymore.
Why do those shows get so many? I mean, it doesn't really impact them at all either, because it's not canceling any other of the big three. It really has no relevance on their life. It's not scamming anyone. That's the other things. It's a scam. It's a scam. You don't have to buy anything. No one's doing anything. If I wanted If I wanted to get my money back, I could right now. But
Yeah.
there's no way I'm canceling my pre-order. No way. Unless I know for sure it's never coming out. No way.
Oh, I got
actually
a founders at this point, and I'm like, no, I'm not canceling.
Right.
Because
Especially
there's cool, neat stuff like that, like the pen and stuff like that, that I really want.
Right,
That
especially
I think
if
are
it
nice
doesn't-
little additions.
especially if it doesn't last long. And I will be the first to admit if there is a problem with the Amico name, because some of the shell swag I have is going to go up in price. And I'm not going to sell it either. I'm just going to keep it as memory.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Right. No, but I mean, but they were saying the other day, hold on to your stuff because it might be worth money. Like, okay. And I'm keeping it forever just because, and I'll fully admit this, transparency. Tommy sent me a package of shirts and a mug. And you know what? I drink out of them. That Amico mug is legit. I drink my coffee out of that mug every day. Isaac one Kenobi, but I'm gonna respond to comments now. Isaac
I've still
one
got my
Kenobi.
little bag with like the disc and everything in it sitting on my desk here.
Yeah, Isaac
it's a
one
cool little
Kenobi.
bag. It fits my phone and everything. It's a great little bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over to the lounge, make a trip, and we'll have an Amico party. Isaac one Kenobi for sure. Okay, let me get to the comments to see, so you guys can see on a live stream me taking my L. Everyone said I lost. I don't care that much. I mean, I don't want to look like an idiot on the internet, but I'm also not afraid to look like an idiot on the internet because I'm a YouTuber.
I don't consider it like looking like an idiot. Look, you go into a debate.
Well, I mean,
and you're open to another opinion on it. Then opinions change. That's why you have these discussions, right?
Yeah.
Is to get a feel for other people's opinions. Otherwise, you're just talking to people, and that's not the point of having like a live stream podcast where you're talking to people.
I
That's
like
not the
Tommy
point.
Tallarico. I've been a fan of him forever. Yes, I do. I'm not saying I'm completely unbiased. I want him to
I
succeed.
love that icon, by the way.
What?
The one from Degrassi?
Oh,
with
yes.
Sloth? That's awesome.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love that, by the way.
All right, so sensible person, which I called, I made out a video. Irrelevant Amico trolls are everywhere, and then look at my comment section. I know sensible person makes a lot of Amico vids. Wow, what an embarrassing showing! Hey Max, when you say you have to believe what Tommy Tallarico is telling us, yes, because if it was a really thing that he was worried about, he wouldn't be saying to me freely. In my opinion, it's no problem. There's some issues with other companies that are battling over a title. They want us to personally sign something. I don't think they would be having my personal opinion, and I'll admit if I'm wrong in the future. I don't think they would be doing the Boomers event, saying it's an Amico event if the name was still, it could go at any moment. You know, I don't think it's that big of an issue. And I do think, even though they did something where they bring up the copyright for Prism and they say, is there any objections a few days ago? It's because it could be it's a part of the Amico and they want that locked down too. That's why. You don't have to believe him. I think he's made some mistakes, but I don't think he's intended to lie. That's people's bias. That he's intended. He's had positive intent. I've seen positive intent the whole time. I think we don't know how hard. I just say it would already be out if it wasn't for the motion control on the screen. If he went with a simpler control mechanism, it would already be out.
And that's been a pretty valid criticism. I've heard other
it would
people
have been
make that
cheaper.
criticism.
It would have been out. And you know what? No, I don't want you to hop on. Tony, I'll have you on in the future because Rhea likes you a lot and she produces my show. So I'll have you on in the future, okay? You said find specifics. I found a few specifics, and that's all I care to go on about, and I don't want to go on and on about it.
I'd say if you want to bring him on, Max, it's up to you.
No,
man. It's
I'm
your
not
show,
doing
dude.
that today.
Okay.
I did it yesterday. Yes, thank you, Zeno. No, I'll take the L, okay, Tony. And I don't care to go over all specifics. It's my personal opinion that there's a lot of trolling going on, okay? You did a good job representing your point of view yesterday. Should I apologize to you? I don't think I'll have to think on that. Getaway. That is the title of the video. Should I apologize? I don't necessarily think so. I don't want to be big battle. I still wish you the best. I really, if you want me to be really truthful, I'm jealous of you that you have that Amico signed Amico shell, and I give you props for donating to charity. I am extremely jealous that you have that. I would love to have that. I can't afford that. So Tony's got. Okay. All right. No apology needed. That's big of you, man. Okay. I'm replying to comments on my comment section. Cyrus, if you keep spelling Ferrari as Ferrari, I'm thinking you'll never get a ride in TT's. I like that they call him TT. I don't know why. TT's. I want to ride a Ferrari. I want him to give me one. Here's the 50K warning. Didn't read it. Only caught parts of it. Only looked at the thumbnails and take word from Tommy, who caught lying repeatedly. I don't think he caught lying. I think he had positive intent. I think he made some mistakes. That's about it.
I think that's where some confusion comes in, because a lot of people say lying when what he said, I think he felt was truthful at the time, and then situations changed.
Right.
And that happens to everybody, just most people don't speak as publicly as Tommy does.
Right.
And that's both good and bad for Tommy.
Dazed Gaming, it's a non-issue because Tommy told me so. Whether this is an issue or not, why can't we ask? You can definitely ask questions. I don't believe that the critics are organic critics. And I think their relevancy is wrapped up and they only get attention. I think when the Amico finally comes out, and if it is successful and it's a quality product, no one's going to watch your channels until you find something else. That's my opinion. And I'm not going to apologize for that. Tommy Uyamiko, Sup Rhea. They have every right to make their videos. I'm not saying they shouldn't make their videos. I'm saying my opinion on the whole thing. Yeah, and Jason says, you're right. The trolling Amico is getting real bad at this point. I don't think it's organic, unbiased. No. And that's not to make this war keep going either. I'm not going to be afraid to talk to the Amico. Okay. See, this is where I don't personally think he's lied. Even when he made mistakes, I don't think it's a lie. Yes, it's not, Zeno, correct. It's not a lie if you believe what you're saying. I think he had positive intentions. Things happened. He maybe should have pulled the trigger on the manufacturing sooner. Oh well. We are where we're at. I'm still looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it again. I can't wait to see Nick, John, the Retro Bro, Cyrus, hopefully Saggy. I don't know. I can't wait to have an Amico party.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that offline. I want some more details on what the hell's going on there, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, no. I am doing something. I don't just criticize madness on the internet. I'm doing something positive for fandom. I could give you highlights here for people that don't know. What do we agree about? See, this is why hey, Tony. Yes, Rhea, I will have Tony on again for you, but I want to be more prepared because he brings his A game, and I kind of just stream sometimes. He does. I want to be more prepared, right? See, this is why I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to go through all this shit every time, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Do your thing, Tony. Do your thing. Whatever. Rhea, I will have Tony on again. I'm not opposed to appearing on his channel, okay? But I don't want this every single stream. All right. What was I saying? The fandom awards. Okay. Something that most fandoms are divided. This is not isolated to the Amico, right? Most fandoms are divided right now. I think the only one that's the most positive right now is the MCU. Most people think the MCU is overly positive. Everyone's happy with the product. Every other fandom on the internet is divided. So fandom can stink. It can be toxic. It can make people want to leave that fandom. Accurate, Nick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at 100%. I've seen people get turned off by products and cultures just because of like YouTube alone. That's
right. So
YouTube can be a great tool to bring people together in a common like, but it can also drive tons of people away.
Right. So we don't want people to leave fandom. We don't want people to be upset about their fandom and just get depressed about. Fandom is supposed to make your life better, not make you depressed or divided or unhappy. If you and this is another thing I'm changing on the internet. Stop calling yourself a fan if you just want to only find the bad. Fans try to find the good in things. Bringing the fan back to fandom, and a lot of people on the internet just say they're concerned fans or whatever when they constantly hate on what's done to their property. Like, you ruined my childhood. Remember George Lucas ruined my childhood when he was trying to bring you new content? That made me upset. That made George upset. The other thing that people really consistently agree on is the Oscars can be a joke. It's not really what the audience or the paying customer, those people don't pay for the movies. They're in the movies.
I don't watch the Oscars. Right. I avoid that because here's the thing, and it's been pretty well known for years that things like the Oscars are pretty much like you can buy yourself an Oscar. That's been pretty well known. That's been rampant on the internet with knowledge of that for a long time.
Nintendo rocks forever. Maybe Finnegan Fox versus Earthworm Jim, or I don't know. They could potentially do it. There's less characters that we know, but we'll have to wait and see. But the other thing is,
Intellivision Smash Bros could be a lot of fun.
Right. I say put OEB Pete in there. I would love it.
He's going to be OP.
Yeah, right. I want OEB Pete in the Intellivision Smash Brothers. I want some in the Amico Bro. Actually, I would love to play not the Amico. I called him the Amico Bro. Sorry, John. The Retro Bro. I called him
He'll take either, I think. It's
right.
fine.
I mean, Retro Bro John. I would love to see some Amico shills in there. And then the critics might buy it too. Little movie perp. Yeah. Okay, I can relax. Okay, thanks, Tony. Thank you for permission to relax. Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to the Geek Getaway in the Smash Brothers, so I can, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, the Oscars. People think it's a joke. The actual.
I wouldn't say it's a joke. Certain things get nominated and certain things win that really should win.
Yeah,
but there is some rampancy of like Netflix and things like that being able to buy themselves certain awards and stuff like that. That's been talked about numerous times.
Okay, so it's a disconnect from the actual audience and consumer and what they like, though. They, a lot of times Best Picture. So we're creating a fandom awards where fans vote on the winner, like Best Picture, all that. We're getting 12-hour stream. A lot of YouTubers, video game YouTubers, Star Wars YouTubers, movie talk YouTubers, all kinds of YouTubers in on this panel. Everything's going to charity. I'm donating my whole paycheck in December to charity. And that's the most profitable month on YouTube, just so everyone knows. The best ad dollars are in December. All the super chats, all the memberships, my whole paycheck is going to a charity to get some momentum on this. Basically, there'll be 12 slots, 12 YouTubers on the panel. The week before the results show, if you host a panel, you say, here's the categories you vote on. You give it a week, and then the results show is on that Saturday. And then also we can have fun categories too, that if you're hosting an hour panel, then you can make up more polls. You know how you could do YouTube polls live? Do even some more fun categories like best retro channel or something like that. Too fun to give props to people on the internet too, props to creators, props to entertainment, positive for entertainment. So it's going to be a big event where I have a friend that's even going to make physical awards, 12 of them. Like say Zack Snyder, best director of 2021, because he finally got the Zack Snyder Justice League cutout. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but he could. Best new superheroes, fun categories too. Some stuff like the Oscars, but just a lot of fun and just like a positive event for fandom. To celebrate fandom and celebrate entertainment instead of just stunking on it. That is not exclusive to the Amico. This is the internet, guys and gals. People like to hate on stuff. You will get more noticed if you're the first to hate on something and people don't think it's above average. There's also nuances out of the conversation. You either love it or you hate it. You can't be middle ground to make it on the internet, you know? This is to give props. So it's a fun event. Yes, I want Nick to be involved. I'm trying to get an Amico After Dark reunion show. I don't
might
know.
could get that together. I know John was pretty burnt out.
I don't know if
so
this
we kind of
is-
let it drop for a
I don't know
while.
if this is saggy or not. If you're the
Hi, Saggy.
I don't know because
I called you earlier and you don't respond to your online dad. You're grounded.
she does have she is a member, so it may shut up, Max. I was being positive, Saggy. I think that is the real Saggy. OEB Pete, I hate nothing. I hate on nothing but my money. Oh yes, you have the well,
Yeah,
I
she
am
has
a
a wrench.
boomer. I am a boomer. Yes. Thank you. And again, I make lots of mistakes.
OEB Pete.
What's that?
OEB Pete, I have nothing on but a mustache.
Oh, you said he has nothing on but a mustache. I said, no, he said, I hate on nothing but my mustache.
Oh, is that what he said? I
Yeah.
read that totally different. I hate
Wow.
on nothing. Okay.
Wow, Nick.
Wow, I read that wrong.
Wow, Nick. Please, Pete, have something on besides your mustache and your birthday. Rhea, I don't know. We might make a lot. Don't say that yet, Rhea. If you send a super chat, that's all. That's your membership is already a donation to the charity.
And now Saggy's just making fun of you, mod. And remember, is that the real Saggy?
Oh God!
You totally deserve that one.
I listened to your words, Saggy. I'm super cautious because you said be careful of someone imitating me. So I'm like, okay, if you see me pop around, and then I'm like, wait a second, all right, another L. I think I should end the show. I'm gonna make a fake Saggy emoji. I'll replace one of the other. Oh yes, I do have to make the real Gene emoji. There's some fake news out there that says I look like Gene from Bob's Burgers. I got 30 members now because of Mr. Mustache Pete. And I have to make a Gene emoji, and then I'll replace one of the other emojis for Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's just going to twist that knife, dude.
Well, I do have a lot of members that are 99 cents that could do some shenanigans, but I don't think any of my members would do it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have it modded, man. That's a different thing.
Yeah, that's true. Not enough, LDG, not enough. Yes, we love Saggy Melons. Go check out her Twitch. She's very active on Twitch right now.
I now have to follow her on Twitch because she's not doing like YouTube for a while.
Well, I don't want to if you want to know an evil, that's a good emoji too. Yes. Yes, Pete, I would, what was I saying? Who's the Miko? Oh, God damn it. Okay.
Who's Amico?
I was trying to bring up Saggy's Twitch channel. Go support her on Twitch. Rhea sent me something on Twitch, and I'm so boomer I don't even know what it is. But thank you, Rhea. So I have to watch her on Twitch having fun. She's trying to get her mojo back on Twitch, like just playing games. So let me see here. Here is Saggy Melon's Twitch. If you haven't followed her yet, go check her out on Twitch. Okay, there you go. Okay, should we end it now? Jarbo emojis coming soon.
I will leave it up to you. I'm totally at your whim here. I just came here to hang out and chit chat. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, let's ask Nick some questions. Nick, how are you doing, bro? What's the content you've been interested? What have you been into lately?
Dude, I've been good. I've been trying to figure out how to play Contra, so I've been doing that for a while. I put up like a list video this week. I'm working on one on the Atari for more a historical video. That was probably gonna take a couple more weeks.
I am coming back tonight. If you want to be on the show, let me know. DM me on AdMapsMovies1 on Twitter. She just woke up. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's always good to get a good night's rest, Saggy. I wish you the best. Get some rest. Get some bubble tea. You know who else likes bubble? Saggy, this might brighten your day. I got to find the video now because I was watching YouTube on my TV, and I saw a clip of Simu Liu, and he was saying he had a whole line of bubble tea. So he really loves bubble tea. You know, that's an instant, thumbs up in Saggy's book, right? I can't wait to see Saggy Melons in real life again. And bubble teas are on me next time, Saggy. You hear that? Remind me of that. Remember, the next time we meet up, Nick, bubble teas are on me.
Fair enough. I've been debating on the thing going on in November. I don't know if you've heard about it, but there's
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Okay.
Bubble tea is very good. My wife found a really good place near
I've only had it once and it was okay. I wouldn't call it amazing. I wouldn't call it terrible. I would call it okay.
The other guy was. I interrupted Nick. I'm sorry. Well, Nick, did you play Mighty Goose?
I've not played Mighty Goose.
That is an amazing game. I keep telling people.
Is that like a new indie game, or is it like an older game?
It's about $20 on all the platforms.
Okay.
And it's like a Contra and Metal Slug type game, except you're a goose with like bionic arms, and it's a shooter. It's
okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. This may end up being a stream because that sounds amazing.
It's more intense than Metal Slug. And then when he gets like, he even has like a sort of like a rage meter. Like when he's really shoots a lot of people, you press both trigger buttons and it triggers Mighty Goose, and his head turns to fire, and he shoots like 10 times as fast.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
Is it unlimited continues like Metal Slug, or is it more like Contra where you start in the
it's
same
not as
place,
hard
or
as
is it like
Contra.
more like Contra where you start at the beginning of the level?
You start at the beginning of the level, but it's not Contra levels hard.
Okay. It actually sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was thinking I've been trying to work up a list on like good games that are out on like Steam and things like that, kind of like underrated games, because the Steam Decks and all that's coming out. So I'm like, you know what? Let's occasionally do some lists of games that are like solid purchases on Steam that people should probably have in the library before that hits. If you're interested,
you can
in
ask
it.
your question before we go. Go check out Nick Geeks with Cash.
I'm waving to a camera that's not turned on. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Let me pop up your channel before. Yeah, I missed you, Nick. We haven't talked in a little bit.
Well, you've been busy with your thing, and I've been kind of buried in work and doing my own thing. And like a lot of what you're covering is stuff that I like watching, but I don't always comment because I don't know enough to comment on. So,
yeah. Here is Geeks with Cash's channel. Go give him a sub. If you have your question, Kira, let me know. Or if you want to put it in for Movie Madness later, just pop it in. Oh, cool. My Ghost Rider. I have this mask. I used to wear it more. It's just I wear the Dr. Doom mask because it's easiest to stream in. But I have the mask in my bedroom. It was one of my most expensive masks. It's one of my favorites as Ghost Rider. Mad Rider is what my character that I've created, that I'm the Madman, is like a combination of all the characters I love in movies. So I have a jacket that's like Mad Max. I have a bat like Negan from Walking Dead. I have gloves. I changed my intention was to change my mask consistently on live streams and stuff, but then I almost died in a Darth Vader mask doing a live stream. I fogged up. I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't see the chat. It was impossible to live stream.
That seems like a hard mask to do it on. Even this Ghost Rider one that you got on your avatar picture seems kind of hard to stream because of the way it's built.
I have live streamed in the Ghost Rider one. It's not as bad. But like the movies we like Darth Vader, I've said on camera before on other live streams, you would need the Force to do action in these masks. Like I love the Mandalorian, but if you were actually a Mandalorian, you had to shoot through that mask. Impossible. You'd be fogging up. It's not practical. You need something like the Force to function in these helmets. That's all I'm saying.
I'm assuming when they use these helmets in the future, they have some sort of like futuristic technology that fixes some of this crap.
Oh no! Is this the real Mad Max? He doesn't have a. I am totally Mad Max and totally on sagging along to Max controlling everyone right now. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Oh no! Don't do that. I can get sued. Don't do that. Totally real Mad Max.
I wondered who was doing that, and then it dawned on me.
I give lots of people, crazy people. Yes. See, still an owner. I think there's a few people that are still. I gotta end now.
Yeah, you mostly gave her ownership of your channel at one point.
All right. Well, good night, everyone. Everyone get some rest. Get as much bubble tea as you can. I'm gonna talk Nick behind the scenes, catch up a little bit, and I'll see you later on Movie Madness. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.